Like top three financial tips or just whatever tips for chiropractic students, what would you tell them?
I'd say the first thing is you're freaking out probably about the amount of student loan debt that you're going to have.
Yep. There are two main objectives for today school-wise. We have an IRAT this morning at 9 a.m. and then we have a pathology quiz. And you might be like, Steven, what's an IRAT? Well, to be honest, I don't really know what an IRAT is. I don't know what it stands for. Maybe I'll inform you guys in the text here, but it's essentially a quiz. I don't know why they don't call it quizzes. You have actual lecture quizzes, but then you have these IRATs for a few different classes. I have a quiz and then I have another quiz today. Two big quizzes and two important classes, so. So just got done with the IRAT. It went really well actually. Felt really good about it, but I want to share you guys a really big secret. So I'm in the break room at CCE and there is a water cooler in here. Now this water cooler is hands down the best water cooler on campus, hands down. The rest of them, yeah, they're nice. It's filtered water. It's kind of cool, but this one, I don't know what it is, but the water is super crisp and super cold. Like, it is significantly better than any other water you can ever find. And if you're into water, you know that not all water tastes the same, right? This water is so much better, but you gotta keep it a secret. What's up? So I am running to a meeting. I'm really excited about this. I'm meeting with a CPA, a certified personal accountant. But what's interesting about him is he specializes in working with chiropractors. So we're gonna be having a meeting with some other students, just going over how we can handle our finances while we're in school, but also post-graduation as well. So I'm really excited about this because I've never met an accountant who specializes in one profession. And so he specializes in working with chiropractors and handling their personal finances, handling loans, but as well as handling their business finances as well. So this will be a really exciting meeting. Excited for this. And hopefully I get some good content for you guys. But all right, Greg, thank you so much for meeting with us.
Good to be here.
I really appreciate that. So Greg, like I said, he's a CPA and he's working specifically with a lot of chiropractors, helping them manage their finances both personally but also professionally in their businesses. So Greg wants to share with you guys what would your like top three financial tips or just whatever tips for chiropractic students, what would you tell them?
I'd say the first thing is you're freaking out probably about the amount of student loan debt that you're going to have.
Yep.
Most people are coming out with around $250,000. And most people that I see that I've worked with are going to pay that off within 5 to 7 years. So don't freak out about it. It's just an investment in your future. So don't worry about it, but learn while you're here. I think another thing people would be concerned about is, you know, how far out from graduation should I really be worried about opening a practice and where that should be? I think you need to be thinking about it now, no matter what semester that you might be in. But you got to really, about a year out from graduation, I think, start to hone that down to know where you want to be. And you know, 6 months from graduation, I think you really need to know where you're going to land.
Yeah.
And then start making contacts there. And I guess probably the last thing that you're going to want to know is once you've made that decision of where to be, then how do I get money to open my office? So once you figure out where you're going to be, start meeting with bankers there. And you're probably going to need 3 or 4 different bankers. Meeting them in a Chamber of Commerce event or something like that is the best way to do that. And having family members or maybe some other doctors in the area that have opened to see who they're using would be a good tip for you.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, because it's about learning kind of like what's ahead, but also I think we think that school, like opening my own practice is going to be so far along, but like they'll be here before we know it, especially
here before you
especially
know it.
once you're in school, like it goes by so fast. So that's awesome, Greg. Thank you so much.
All right.
Really appreciate it. I'll put like his name up here so you guys can check him out and think about some of the stuff that he said. So really cool insights.
All right, thanks.
Awesome.
Enjoyed it.
Yep. Awesome. So, just got out of the last lecture of the day, the pathology. We had the quiz in there as well. It went all well. Got our grades back. I did pretty good. So now I'm heading back to the apartamente to get some more work done and get prepared for a club later tonight. But yeah, I like to come back here after my classes in between now and club just to get some extra work done, feed my fish, and just get a chance to grab whatever materials that I'm gonna need for club. So today in Gonstead Club, we're having our knee chest day. We're focusing on the knee chest table and the knee chest adjusting. So the knee chest table, you guys have seen it here. I have the full Gonstead knee chest table used for essentially everything from the coccyx all the way to the atlas. You can adjust every bone in the spine with this table. It's an incredible table to use, especially for particular patients who you need to get more extension with on the adjustment. And because the way the table is positioned, it's very comfortable for the patient. It allows you to get a deeper set with the adjustment. And the amazing thing is, it doesn't take much force at all. Very, very little. Very, very slight force to actually get the segments in the spine to move. And you can adjust every bone in the spine on it. So it's a really important table to use in the Gonstead system. And tonight we're gonna be going over everything. It's actually quite difficult to carry this table while I'm holding the camera too. So I'm actually bringing one of the knee chest tables with me. So this wasn't the one that I was showing you guys, the one that I bought. This is actually one that a doctor graciously donated to the club. And so he sent it to me. And so I'm bringing it tonight, hence it's knee chest night. And then, since I already have one, I'm actually gonna be giving it to my friend Haley, who doesn't have a table. So after club, we're going to surprise her a little bit and give her the table. And so I do wanna say thank you, Dr. Serafini, down in Scottsdale, Arizona, for donating the table to the Gonstead Club. It is very much appreciated, and we're definitely gonna get some really good use out of it. Let's just close it. Boom. Now I don't know if I've told you guys this yet or not, but I had broken the, hold on, let me lower this. Now I don't know if I've told you guys this, but remember how I broke my nervoscope and then I sent it in to get repaired, and then the company repaired it and sent it back to me, but whenever I got it, it was broken again. It didn't really get fixed. So I sent it back to the company, and then they're gonna try to refix it again, hopefully make sure that it's packaged properly and doesn't break again. and so I should be expecting it soon, but I don't have it for a club, so I'm not taking it with me. But we're not analyzing or adjusting this time. We're just doing the knee chest, so I shouldn't need it anyway. But anyway, okay, let's go. L5, what's bothering you?
Take it back.
L5?
No, my foot, when I plantar flex this weekend, like going downstairs or something, like catching myself, there was like this sharp shooting pain in my foot. And that went up to like a little bit below mid-calf. And then later in the weekend, I could feel it up here, just a hair. And I could feel like it trying to like connect throughout my leg, like my sciatic nerve, like literally going all the way down to the bottom of my foot to the tip of my toes.
Oh wow.
So I was like, I just didn't know what it was. It wasn't like constant pain. Because I had that problem with my L3 like 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, that's almost gone.
That's going to be external rotation. If you bring it out, that's going to be internal rotation. Because you got to think about where your ASIS is going. So you want to bring it into external rotation. You want, since it's deep, you're going to use your elbow and you're going to start light, and then you're going to bring it push toward you.
So let's say I'm adjusting sacrum right here. All right, I got to make sure I'm lifting I to S. So there's this motion, then I got to thrust in the disc plane line coming back this way.
Get it, bro. We're hitting S2.
Can we do an L5? No.
L5.
Sorry.
L5 on your chest. Set. Got everybody working in. Got everybody working in. Look at the guys practicing on your table. So what'd you think of club?
It was fantastic, absolutely.
Fantastic, guy. You hear that? Fantastic.
Do you like my present? Steve bought me a birthday. I know this is sweet. Okay.
Birthday present.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
What up, you guys? So we are just vibing out here on my balcony to end the night, but I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. You know, I thought that meeting with this accountant earlier today was just so interesting, and I learned so much from that meeting. And I'm glad that I was able to talk with him and get a few insights for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed and got some value out of what he said. And you know, it was a really interesting conversation that we were having with him before that, and took a lot of really great notes and took a lot of away from it. And I think my biggest takeaway just as a whole from listening to all of this strategy and just little gold pieces of nuggets that I can begin to implement financially and in my business. And one of the big things that I realized, especially as a student, and I feel like you guys might agree with me and see me on this, but I know for myself, is that I worry a lot about, or I have in the past worried a lot about, like all the problems that come with finances, or the problem that comes with running a business, right? So I think of, like in school, for example, I think of the problems of racking up loans, right? Oh my gosh, how am I going to repay all of this money? How am I going to balance it all out? Or I think about how am I going to balance and manage my finances? How am I going to do all of that and plus run a business and get profitable? Like, all great questions, and all are highly important and need solutions to them. But at least for me, it's so easy to get caught up in the problem aspect of it. And what was interesting was sitting with him was like, it was all solution based, right? And I think that there's always a solution to a problem, right? Otherwise, there won't be a problem that would exist. Clearly, there's always a solution to it. And the more you focus on the problem, the less you're actually working on the solution. So if you truly want to overcome the problem and grow through it, you got to look at the solution, have a solution-based mindset. And so I just encourage you, it was inspiring for me just to be like, wow, like I got answers to questions that I didn't even know I had. And it took from reaching out and taking that next step and learning from people who are experts in their own craft or in their own area of specialty. And so I encourage you guys to think that way, that look, if you got problems or you got questions, there's things you might have a stress over, that's okay, that's cool. Like, finances are important. You need answers to your questions and your worries and problems, right? But just to know that the answers are out there, and just to begin that quest, to begin searching them, right? Develop that solution-based mindset. And so I hope you guys got something out of this video. To overcome your solutions is to grow, because as we search for the solutions, we begin to overcome our problems. And as we begin to overcome our problems, we get to experience growth. And so you're here in this channel because you want to experience growth. So whenever you have those problems in your life, in any area, it could be financials or in any area you have, search for those answers and search for the solutions to those problems so you can begin to grow in your life. So if you guys stuck out, I just want to share my thoughts and my ideas. I hope you got something from it. And if you stuck this long into this video, thank you so much. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more vlogs like this in the future. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna enjoy my nice little evening out here on my balcony. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.